could, and right. So this is the part where we are saying it is a request. This is a request, right? She's asking if Daniel can take the bus, right?
Yeah.
And then this one is the demand now, right? This is an order, right? So what do you say? Can you read the
Don't
second?
take the bus, Daniel's dad told him. You will be late. I will drive you. Daniel's dad told him not to take the bus.
Good. Right. So right. And then now this is what we are now focusing. Recently we were saying said, right? On this top part, right? Remember, we said reported speech of said, right? She said, right? Said, right? And said. So this is the second part when we asked him to, asked her to, right?
Yeah.
And then told him to, right? So
Told
what are
him
we
to.
saying? Okay. So if we are asking something, it is a polite request. We can ask in a polite way, right? Remember those, okay, those right, modal verbs which we did last time when we have could, right? Shouldn't, right? Should, right? That was also those. It is a request to ask, right? Ask him, right? And then here, told him. So told him will be to give orders, right? It will be more of giving orders. Daniel's dad told him not to take the bus. Okay, so now let's look at the reported requests. Reported request. Ask, right? He asked or she asked, they asked, right? Right. Asked us to close our books, right? He asked us to close our books, right? And then here we have, he asked us not to write anything. So this is the positive, and then this is the negative, not, right? Right. So we have asked the object is, right, asked us, asked him, asked them, asked the people, right? That is the object, right? Right. Asked her, right? Those we can put here. And then not, or just asked us, nothing. And then the infinitive, right? The infinitive, right? The infinitive is what you are supposed to do. Ask us to jump up high. Ask us to keep quiet. Ask us to something. Ask us not to speak, right? Ask us not to go out, right? The infinitive. Very good. Okay, right. And then what about the reported orders? The reported orders, right? The reported orders, it is when you tell someone, right? Tell someone to do something or not to do something, right?
Yes.
Very good, right? Remember, right, is to tell something, right? Right. Tell something, tell, right. So what are we having? Tell, and so that's why we say she told her, right? He told him, right? So we say she told the students, she told the students to be quiet.
Quiet.
Yes. Okay. To be quiet. Right. Right. And then here is the where the not form, right? She
Yeah.
told the students not to talk. That's it. So All of these have actually have what we call the reported and a request. It's how if you are giving orders, you actually have to tell someone to do. So orders are for people to tell. Right. So do you have any question about this?
No.
Right. So if you have no questions, let's try to dive in to some exercise and see what we have actually have learned and right, if you can do something right. So what do we have? We write the request and orders in a reported speech. So I can write for you. You just tell me what to write. Okay. So number one, can you do number one?
Don't swim too far. Our our mom us told us
Our mom told us,
didn't swim too far.
no. Our mom told us, mm, our mom told us not
Not
to swim so far. Right. So remember, not to swim far. Why are we saying not to swim far? Let's go back again to our this one, right? To our reported speech diagram, right? She, our mom, right?
mm,
Right, told us, right? This is like told, right? She is our mom, right? And then
yes.
told, right? Object, the object is what? Us. What to do? What to do? Not, which is here,
Mm,
right? And then
yes.
the to infinitive, which is to swim too far. And we are done. We put a full stop, right? Right?
Yeah.
So always have this one, not or to. It is now different from here. We are just putting, we will change when we're changing this one to not or just cancel. So what we have to do is actually cancel this one and put a 2 here, right? Okay, right. So let's go to the next number 2.
Print your train ticket. That told Dev to print his train ticket.
Very good. You see, they have to print his train ticket, right? So that is what to print, right? So because we are given to print his ticket, right? So here's
Yeah.
train ticket, right? Right. So that is what we can do. Sorry. His train ticket, right?
To print.
His train ticket, because that is why we are putting his, because we've got Dev's name here. Mhm. Right. So now let's look at number 3.
Could you drive me to airport tomorrow, please? Should ask her friend. Um,
Asked her friend
to
Yes, you are right. Asked her friend to
drive her to the aeroplane tomorrow.
to the airport, not the aeroplane tomorrow. You are now airport, right? To drive,
Yeah.
to drive. So asked her friend to drive
To drive her to
very
the
good
aeroport.
her to the airport, not to the aeroplane, right? The airport, right?
Airport.
Airport,
Airport.
right? To the airport. Do we say tomorrow, or we can say the following day, right? Should we say tomorrow or the following day? Okay, right. To the airport. Let's look here again. What did we have here? When we said tomorrow, what did we say? The following day. Huh? So what can we say now? We say Sue asked her to drive, asked her friend to drive her to the airport following day. Huh? Hello. Has your network been down? Hello, Isabel. The network is down. If you can hear me, all right. All right. We are looking at number 4. Please don't buy any refreshments. Please don't buy any refreshments. So mom asked me, hello, Isabel. The network has hello. Hello.
Hello.
All right. Let's continue again. Right. So we are left with number 4, right? We're saying, please don't buy any refreshments. So what do we say?
Um, Mom asked me don't to buy any.
No, no,
Ask me,
no.
me not to buy any refreshments.
Very good. Not to buy any. What did I do? Any refreshments,
Any
right?
refreshments.
Oh, all right. refreshments. Very good. Right. That is what we have. All right. So now let's look at number 5. What do we have at number 5? Read number 5.
The mm, the teacher told me not to walk through the park at night.
Very good. Not to
Told me
walk. Very good. Told me not to walk.
walk through the park at night.
Very good. Not to walk through the park. Park night. Very good. Right. Now you're actually getting the hang of it, right? That is good. So it is as simple as that. All right. And then the last one here at number 6. What do we have?
Peter asked Sally to buy a return for next Friday.
For next Friday? Huh? To buy? All right.
To
So let's
buy a return for next Friday.
buy a return for next Friday. All right. Next Friday. All right. Okay. And now let's look at this one. Next Friday. That's good. All right. Let's go back to our tables again. What do we have about next? Right. 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 So now let's look at what we have said next Friday. Okay. What do we have here? We're saying the following week, right? So can we say the following Friday? Can we say the following Friday since it is got next week? Tomorrow, next week, or the so can we use since it's got next Friday and it is got the very same concept? Should we not say the following Friday? Should we say so as the following? Should we say so as the following Friday? Isabel, can you hear me? Hello? Isabel? No, Isabel. No.
Hello.
Yes. Right. So let's finish up on this point. Right. So now let's move on to 5A. Hello, right? Good. Right. So here on this point, we are supposed to, what are we supposed to do? Match the pictures to the story titles. Discuss with the partner what each story could be about. Right. So now, so what do we have? We've got number one, number two, number three, and number four. And A, what do we have at A? A,
A as 4.
A as said goodbye,
I
right?
said goodbye.
Number two, B,
B the day my dad missed the train. C
miss,
the
miss,
missed the train. C the lost train ticket.
the lost, lost,
The lost
law. Oh. So it's the law, yes,
lost.
yes, the lost
The lost train ticket. My first train.
Jenny, my first train journey.
Jenny.
Very good. Right. So now let's match the pictures with what we have. Right. For example, right. Number one. Which one can fit number one?
Number 1 is mm, number 1 is
Very good. Number one is C. That is good. Right. What about number two?
number 2 is D.
D. My first train journey. Very good. That is something that can be. And number three, that would be the day my dad missed the train. That is definitely that suits the picture because this person is actually running after the train where it is actually have uh, uh departed, right?
Mm.
That is quite good. So that is a very good observation here. All right. So now let's continue to the next step. So in the next step, we have a paragraph, right? We have a paragraph we have to read, and we have to read part of a story, underline two reported statements, right? So we have to find two reported statements. Just have to underline, right? So what is to underline? It's just to put a line on something that you
Of the
have to say.
story.
So that is to underline. So, okay, now let's have, can you read the story?
The day my dad missed the train, we missed the train. We were having breakfast in the chicken
In the
as usual.
in the kitchen.
In the kitchen as usual. It has 8 o'clock, and my dad has listening to the radio, slowly eating his food. I couldn't understand why he was still here. He had told me the day before that he needed to get to work early because he had a very important meeting with his boss. I asked if he has after I asked if he was okay. Yes, of course, he said. When he looked at me, why, he asked, I said that it was strange that he had still at home. I asked why he had left for work. Then my dad's face suddenly went white. He looked up the clock. The next thing I knew, he was running out of the door as fast as he could.
Very good. Right. So, which statements are reported speech? Can you underline? Can you show? You can either tell me to underline or you can underline. Which statements are a reported speech? We've got only two statements.
What?
What are the reported statements? The reported speech statement. The reported speech statement, we've got only two. What can you underline them?
Um, I don't know.
All right. So the reported statements we have asked, we have said the reported statements can be said or asked, right? Right? Right.
Yes.
So being saying that we have reported statements, for example, let's go back again. Right. So what did we say? He asked is a reported request, right? So, right, we have that reported space, okay? Or she told, right? She told, he asked, or he said, right? So we've got he said, she told, right? He asked. So in this statement, which ones are reported statements that you have seen? Which one are a reported statement that you have seen?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, right. Okay. Due to time, all right. Let me show you the reported statement which are there. I asked if he was okay. That is a reported statement, right?
Yeah.
Right. Right. That is a reported speech, right? Request, right? And then which one is I have done one for you? What is the other one? So here you are supposed just to underline. Okay? You are supposed to just underline. So which one is the second one? Can you underline the second one?
I asked if he was okay.
Yes, that is number one. What about number two? Can you show me number two? The second reported speech. the reported statement, the second reported statement. That is the first reported statement. The second one. Very good. I asked why he hadn't left for work. That is good. So that is 1 and 2. I asked why he hadn't left for work. That is number 2. All right. So we are done with what we are supposed to do here. So remember, this word is not chicken. Chicken is something we eat. Right? If there is a K, it's called a what? Kitchen, where we cook. Kitchen, right?
Kitchen.
And very good. And remember, this one is simple. Was. W is was.
Was.
Right. Was. So you have to look at the words. But otherwise, your reading is quite okay, and it's also improving, right? It's actually improving massively, right? So, and then that is all good. And then looked, right? Looked, very good, very good. All right, looked. All right, so that is all for today. We will continue tomorrow, right? And see. So remember, most of in this lesson, right? In this lesson, we have the reported speech. We have done. The keyword is asked, right? Today we have done asked, told, right?
Yes.
And said. Right. So if you are to look for a reported, right, okay, reported speech, right? So that is number 1, number 2, and then this one, I said, right?
Yes.
Okay, is part of the reported speech, right? Remember, I said that. So we have done 3 actually. Asked is 1 type, and then 2, I said is another type, right?
Yeah.
So remember those ones, and we are good to go. All right. So tomorrow we will do our finish up on the recorded speech, and we can have a review of what we have done so far in this unit. If you have questions, you can write them tomorrow. Just look at your work and then just put up some pointers, and then we can review the work together. Okay, all right? All right, that is good. All right, have a good night.
Have a good night. Bye bye.